Greetings, viewers. Night here, welcoming you back to the commentary courtroom. And oh joy, after a month of spooky fun, hopefully more for you than for me, I'm covering another internet controversy. Kill me! Context time. About a month or two ago, a YouTuber named Madame spoke with an artist named Slimmers, or Slimers, I've heard it both ways, about making some stills that she could use in her videos. Since Slimmers didn't have a PayPal at the time, she agreed to accept a shout-out in the first video where Madame would be using the stills. Except Madame never did that. Nor did she praise the girl in her description. Slimmers left a comment on that video, which resulted in a small kerfuffle that gradually blew up into a big drama and got the attention of several YouTubers like my target today. This is Akumu, a new commentator who touts himself as a down-to-earth commentator, and his first video is on this whole issue. Long story short, I took issue with what he had to say. So with all that out of the way, let's examine the case before us.
While I explain the situation to those who fail to understand, you may have already heard of me or even seen me troll a few people on Twitter. I'm Akumu. You can call me Madam's White Knight if it keeps that fragile mind of yours, working, ticking properly to at least get to this video.
And already I have an issue with your video. Well, two actually. The first is your audio quality. Look, I know mine isn't the best, but I've worked with my mic in Audacity to make it at least somewhat tolerable. You, however, sound like you're talking into a tin can. Second, if that keeps your fragile mind working. Yeah, Kumu here talks down to his audience throughout the whole video. And it's an attitude that's likely going to turn anyone away who may have wanted to hear what you had to say on this whole situation. If all you're going to do is treat your audience like they're stupid, that's not going to convince them to view something from your perspective.
But, I'm literally attacking both of them. Before you start disliking the video and you start commenting troll or whatever you're going to comment, or telling me that I'm defending Madam, even though I'm not even actually defending Madam, I'm just giving you the facts. There's nothing that can excuse for her attempting to dox her, but I am going to tell you why. There's a lot that's happened, and you should be aware of what's actually happened, and the truth of the entire situation, and not just one side of the story. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're watching this video, hi stranger. Recently there was some drama between a commentary YouTuber, Madam, and a furry artist named Slimmers. 90% of the videos out there so far that cover this topic are doing it wrong.
Okay, exactly what do you mean by doing it wrong? The movie video I've watched on Madame, and trust me, I watched a lot after seeing your video, everyone seems to have a fairly decent grasp on the whole controversy. If you mean no one's listening to Madame's side of the whole story, well, Spark the Theory, Ponder Sprocket, Augie RFC, and most recently Manga Common have all done videos on her. So I say at least some people have a fairly good grasp on what's going on. And those channels have huge subscriber bases. So it isn't like anyone who isn't a commentator is completely clueless. But moreover, what could you possibly add to the conversation?
However, there are some amazing points. Nani made some good points.
Which is why she's in the thumbnail of your video and has furfag written on her head. Now why would you do that? Spoilers! It's because Nani had Slimmers on her channel to explain her side of the drama. Therefore, Nani is a Slimmers White Knight.
Hopeless Peaches made some fantastic points. Most of them kind of, they have a general idea of the points they make because they take a moral and ethical standpoint, and they kind of toss logic out the window. Because logic isn't, the basic understanding and basic common sense that we should have. Okay. But they have some good points, but not all of them address the actual issue. Instead, they victimize one side and make the other look. I mean, the others is pretty bad. Both of them are bad. Both of them have to learn from their mistakes.
So I already gave you guys a basic rundown of what happened, but here's some more. After arguing with Madame, which resulted in Madame retracting credit, Slimmers went and vented on her private Instagram account. This in turn caused her friends, which were the only ones who could follow that account, to go bug Madame, and after the drama had escalated, Slimmers would later go on to admit that both leaving the comment and posting the Instagram story were bad ideas and delete them. Madame, on the other hand, tried to dox Slimmers. videos. And yes, we'll be touching on that later. Yeah, she later admitted that the number was fake, but that's not really an apology now, is it? Out of the two of them, I'd say Slimmers was the one who acknowledged her poor behavior and learned from it.
But at the same time, just because one's a public figure and just because one is 4 years older does not mean that you entirely ignore. Just because one of them is 15 and is a sexual assault victim doesn't mean you ignore them.
Okay, about time I address the elephant in the room. This video is clearly unscripted. You can tell by how Akumu repeats himself and stumbles over his words. And if this video is scripted, well, you're doing a pretty good unscripted simulation there. I know not everyone uses scripts, an example being Coyote Lovely, but scripts really do help keep your content organized and allows your viewers to follow along with what you're saying. Even if you don't want to use a script, at least write down some bullet points about the topic you want to discuss.
And the issue, like I said, is they take a moral and ethical standpoint than properly logical, which is why all of you are attacking Madam and still are attacking Madam. So before we dive in, I'm going to properly explain this. There's a side of the story, and this side of the story is really what everyone's trying to ignore.
I addressed you to the second point I made in this video, and to add on to it, Nani herself has a large chunk of subscribers, and had Slimmers in one of her videos. I'd say both sides have been heard, but you'll likely disagree with me on that.
You're trying to silence the truth, and I'm not going to put up with that. Now I'm going to explain art theft, referencing, and tracing. So say if you have an image in memory or on your phone, and you take the effort of redrawing the image, not tracing it, but literally drawing the image onto paper. That's your work. Sure, it was clearly already done, but you did it again on paper. That's a great skill to get down. Many artists need references, and I use references sometimes, and it helps on your craft, especially if you made those references. Now, if you just trace the image for the sake of taking credit, as in literally put it on the paper, or even trace it in our program, you're taking the credit, it's obvious, there's a huge difference between tracing and redrawing an image, because when you redraw something, you put something into it. You put some work into it. You put your own hard work, and kind of, even though you don't really notice it, you do put your own, I guess you could say, art style and way of art into it. It's not art theft, but you are stealing the credit. So if you say you did this image, even though you clearly traced it, you're not stealing the art, but you're taking the credit. As it was just copied, really. Now, when you download an image and you say you drew it, that's credit theft. Unless, of course, you give credit to the original person. Why? Because something has to be lost for it to be theft, period. The whole concept of downloading an image and using it makes everyone an art thief that has ever downloaded an image and used it. Even if they don't take credit. Even if they don't put credit, which means 90% of the roleplay community, probably more than that, are art thieves when it comes to OCs. Even though they didn't take anything unless they took the credit. So you're not only marginalizing, but saying that people are art thieves when they aren't actually. For example, here's the definition of theft, stole, and steal. Theft requires you to take something. For example, if someone commits theft by stealing your car, you no longer have your car until it's returned. If someone has eaten your food or taken it, you own it, but you no longer have it. This is basic common sense, and I shouldn't actually have to explain this, but I do because some people in this world have none.
Whoops, there it goes. Yep, my brain stopped.
This part of the video legit confused me the first time I watched it. Why are you bringing up tracing? No one else who's talked about this subject has done so. I even went to a chat full of artists, and they told me no, Slimmers or Madame have never been accused of tracing. So this whole spiel about it has absolutely no place in the discussion. Furthermore, Slimmers was commissioned by Madame to draw her stills. Slimmers didn't have a PayPal at the time, so Madame promised to credit her. Which she didn't. So no, your little lecture on tracing doesn't hold water, because no tracing took place. Unless you knew something we don't, but you never tell us. Madame could be technically seen as an art thief because she refuses to credit the artist who made her stills for her, and is still using those poses in her videos.
So what happened originally, before the interview with Nani, was Slimmers was a fan of Madam. She did fan art, this fan art here. Madam reached out to her wanting work, as seen here. She didn't have PayPal because she was a minor. However, she did not tell Madam she was a minor at this time. But when I go to message an artist that is underage, and as you can see, when I questioned them about PayPal, I asked if I could pay them for their work using PayPal. They told me they didn't have PayPal, and why? Because they were a minor. So please tell me, Slimmers, why you did not tell Madam you were a minor. I mean, you clearly don't have an issue with it now. You have it in your bios. So why didn't, you have it in your bios now, so why didn't you have it then?
Did she need to? Not everyone on Twitter says how old they are in their bio. I know I don't. As for having it in her profile now, I can only assume it's to avoid repeating a situation like this.
Madam suggested giving credit for her work and a possible vocal shout-out in a video for crediting her. Slimmers wanted both, and the two agreed to the terms. This is when her Schmidt was uploaded, including her still in the thumbnail. So far, we have no evidence pointing to Madam not giving credit intentionally. However, we do have some evidence pointing to it being an accident. Slumers commented on the video publicly addressing the issue instead of contacting Madam when she had her private Discord, as I'll reveal later, and apparently had her phone number, and they obviously had previously spoken in the DMs of Instagram. Why? Well, her excuse was she wasn't thinking clearly at the time. Here's the conversation clips of the DMs.
So I saw her how I shot that hospital video, and it was like an hour long and it seemed serious, and I was like, oh no, this poor girl. I felt really bad, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna draw fan art for her. And I drew fan art for her. I'll show you my first fan art if I can pull it up. Okay, this was my first fan art I drew for her. It was very quick, I won't deny, because I was still, whenever I draw a character, I draw them in multiple styles inconsistently because I don't know what style I'm comfortable with. I just experiment a lot. So I drew that for her, for like, hey, you know, we feel better. And then she was like, oh my god, I loved it. She posted on her story on Instagram. She shared it all over the place and loved it. And I was like, oh wow, I'm so happy that you really liked it and stuff like that. I drew her another one because I was like, yeah, I'm making someone happy. I like that. I like making people happy. So I drew her another one. She adored that one the most. And she put it in the profile picture again. She put it as a YouTube banner in the back. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then she contacted me on Instagram. I think I still have the screenshots of her asking to contact me on Instagram. I said screaming, because that was when she was complimenting myself, and I was like, screaming, you deserve 100% of the content you make. You seem like such a cool ass person. And she was like, hey, do you have commissions open? I love how you drew me, and I was wondering if you'd be down to make a few stills with different expressions and stuff. I love stuff for the videos. I'm still gonna use gameplay, but officially I'd love to express myself with your art. IMK, your prices if you're open for that. And I said, I don't have a PayPal, Sally, but I don't mind drawing you since I'm a big fan of yours. I started to be a big fan. I thought her content was decent. It was decent to say the least, but I was like, I don't mind drawing for her. She seems very nice. She went through so much. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I appreciate that so much, but I feel bad if I didn't do something back for you. Can I plug your Instagram in the video? So now you know that she made a deal. It's not.
Anyone else notice that? Oh yeah, Slimbers changed her story. She even told Madam she was a big fan right here. Yet she says she was literally just introduced to Madam by her hospital video and supposedly had felt bad and decided to make fan art.
So I debated with myself if I should skip all that or simply speed it up. I chose option B for the sake of context. Now to address Hakumu. If you really thought what Slimmers had been saying there was inconsistent with what everyone else has heard, then why didn't you address it the moment she was quote-unquote lying? Instead, I had to sit here listening to a story that's been fairly consistent with other retellings of this chain of events. So if there are any inconsistencies, I'd never know because I have no idea what I was supposed to look for. And keep in mind, I watched the whole of Nani's video that Slimmers appeared in. I know slideshow / cutaway commentary isn't popular, but sure better than sitting here for 3 minutes, watching someone else's video waiting for you to actually say something.
Second verse, same as the first.
Most that are attacking Madam and defending Slimmers seem to think Madam never gave credit. That it's not entirely accurate. Here are Madam's screenshots, along with Slimmers, that shows evidence that she initially, when the issue first occurred, fixed it. Here we can clearly see the artist is happy now. Soon after this incident, many began to literally assault and attack Madam. Why? Because Slimmers decided to vent on Instagram. This isn't the first time someone has vented about an issue in mob's form into cancel culture. This was the critical mistake Slimmers made, which led to Madam being attacked, removing her credit, and soon resulted in Madam attempting to dox her. Luckily, the number was fake. Now, Madam knew this, as she said this in her story, so I don't see that as technically, I mean, you can say it was an attempted dox. Sure, it was wrong, and even attempting to do so, let alone leaking it, still does, it isn't professional, it is immature, but it's not actually doxing.
Person is a compulsive liar, has had zero respect for me when I showed an immense amount of respect. I had to DM them personally to give credit because they refused to even DM me. The last message was them saying they had thought the thumbnail was adorable and then publicly lied about me. So, because I don't respect people that don't respect me, who wants this harasser's number? DM me? Take it. It's one thing to fabricate a story, yeah, that's 100% shitty, but it's another to actively harass a person with that fabrication. Don't respect me, I don't respect you then. So feel free to take the number and do what you want. You want the harasser's number? Yes? No? I don't know what you'd do with it, but it'd be fun to have, I guess. Why not? This person is harassing me and fabricating stuff. I don't have it in my heart to fabricate a story back. I'd rather just release their info since they want to disrespect me with lies. I don't want to disrespect them back with lies, I'd rather disrespect them back with their information. Apparently it's a fake number, so don't worry. I forgot to mention they lied and told me they didn't have a number, but then while making the stills gave me a number and I asked her like, oh, did you get one? Since when? And they avoided my questions so hard they changed the topic and I thought it was really, really weird. Compulsive liars suck. So please don't worry, it's fake. You can try it anyway if you'd like. It's fake just like the compulsive liar herself.
Madame still had the intent to dox Slimmers. Her fans were the ones who went out of their way to find the private information of a 15-year-old girl so it could be posted online. I don't care if the number was fake, Madame is still a scumbag for wanting to send people to harass a little girl.
This was around the time that Madame found out that Slimmers was 15, although she pretended to be someone of age and even said she was going to college. This is coming from Madame's side of the story, but Slimmers has not claimed it to be untrue. I asked for evidence to prove this wrong, and she has provided none. Nani merely tried to push it off as if it wasn't a big deal, when if you look at all the things pieced together, it could be.
I'd like to ask in what way, like with the tracing thing, whatever point you're trying to make is just lost on me.
However, if we do take something from there, there is something that could be credible. No. Was it right for Madame to leak her phone number? Absolutely not. I am aware that some seem to think that Madame didn't know her age at the time, but she did. However, age doesn't exactly matter. Of course, from a legal standpoint, it does, but the principle is to never dox anyone. It doesn't matter if the number's fake. It doesn't matter how old they are or how professional or unprofessional they seem to be. However, with the screenshots I have available to you all, this might explain why Madame doxed her. Example screenshot A. Here it says directly, I don't know what else is worse, art theft or pressuring. I saw her comment reply. I don't think attacking won't make her listen, but there's nothing else we can do but that. So you guys can comment, I don't mind, but what she's doing is not allowed. Here she's giving permission for cancel culture to attack Madame, which then led to the dox. Am I saying Madame shouldn't go unpunished over doxing? No, absolutely not. What I am saying, what the purpose of this video is saying, what it is to point out Slimmers is not as innocent as you all like to put it. When two cars collide, they cause damage to one another. Damage happens to both.
And Slimmers has acknowledged and apologized for her actions. Madame hasn't. I'd say Madame is the bigger offender here. Okay, so I'm aware Madame put up an apology video, but I think I'd rather fall asleep listening to an audiobook by Junji Ito than sit through 2 hours of damage control. Fortunately, I don't have to, because Madame took it down! Gee, Madame, are you taking a leaf out of Penguin's book? You're just taking inspiration from all the greatest YouTubers, aren't you?
When two people do something wrong, they both face consequences. Two wrongs don't make a right, ZZ. You're 22 and apparently don't know this. Yet you tell me to pay attention to school.
So, because I frequently check the comment sections of any videos I'm going to be covering to see if I missed anything, I saw ZZ in the comment section of Makumu's video. Apparently, she's a furry artist who also did a video on Madame. See, I wouldn't have known who ZZ is, because Akumu here just seems like name-dropping people. And considering this is his first video, anyone unfamiliar with these people would have no clue who they are. Side note, I like how Akumu says he's going to handle the person who told ZZ about his video. Maybe I could have made this an edgelord commentary.
Now I'm aware people are going to reply with, you shouldn't have a platform, or anything along the lines of platform. I know that there's going to be some kind of someone that types clown emojis. But this is the truth, folks. Just like the video all you want, but sometimes the truth hurts. Now why would I make this video? Because Slimmers made mistakes, yet just because she's been revealed to be 15, and her dad decided to be inappropriate, people are literally treating her like she's done nothing wrong, immediately forgiving her. Madame deserves what she got. She crossed the line with attempting to dox her in general. Now, should it be this severe? Obviously not. But if it's going to be this severe, why is it not at all any severe on the other side? However, if you're really going to take a moral standpoint, then how is it okay to victimize one side, then clearly, when clearly the other side made mistakes? How is that okay? Just because she's underage? Are you joking? How can you allow someone to condone cancel culture because what, she was sexually assaulted? Get out of here. A sexual assault is not a pass to continuously make mistakes. It's not. It's not a pass to make any mistakes. But these people are just literally delusional. For example, this guy says he's seen my art, yet I have never posted any of my artwork online publicly. Not publicly. I've sent it to family members. I've done commissions for people in real life. This is one of the reasons I don't post online. Something else I found rather comedic is when artists scream art theft or art thieves, even though in this case it's not art theft,
Madame is using Slimmer's art without permission or credit. So yes, it technically is art theft.
Now, why do I find it funny? 2 reasons. It's funny because people who usually scream art thieves or art theft literally have public Instagrams, DeviantArts, or sites that have their art on it. Seriously, you can't yell art thief, but be posting your art on a superhighway of data called the internet. That would be like unlocking your doors in your house and then complaining when someone breaks in and takes them. And you know what this is all over, really? Some credit. That's it. Even though everyone knows by now that Slimmer made those stills, made the art, Madam still refuses. And I mean, Jesus Christ, you people. You're attacking her still after a week.
I know, right? It's almost like Madame is being completely unreasonable. Telling anyone who challenges her on this to go kill themselves and trying to dox someone. I mean, I just can't imagine why people would want to cancel her. She seems like such a goddess. A goddess of what I won't say, but...
And another video is being made. This guy made a video. Yet no one's telling him that he's prologuing the drama. You want to know why no one's telling him that? Because his video is against Madam. His video is his experience with Madam. His somewhat bad experience with Madam. It's against Madam, so it's totally okay. But you're prolonging the drama if it's against Slimmers. I'm pretty sure so far I'm the first one to make this kind of video.
Yeah, you probably are. Doesn't mean your video is good, though.
And you people are just still trying to cancel culture her over that. Still trying to cancel her. But then can't even the scale. I have seen nothing but me and maybe 13 people bring something up about Slimmers. Because supposedly, this is how the situation is supposed to be. So until she confesses her mistakes and gets the backlash she deserves, or if both sides calm down, okay? If everyone quit attacking Madam, then this could all end. But no. People are still going to attack Madam, and this is going to continue to happen. So if you're going to continue to attack Madam, by your own logic, with this evidence, you should also be attacking Slimmers.
Even though Slimmers has acknowledged what she did was dumb, has long since apologized for escalating the drama. Nah, because people are still making videos on Madame, who has yet to genuinely and sincerely apologize for her actions. We should all just give Slimmers the same amount of hate. Equality.
However, you don't. You want to know why? Because double standards. Now, people will ask, what gives me the right to do this? What gives me the right to punish her? What gives you all the right to punish Madam? If I can't punish Slimmers, what gives you all the rights to punish Madam?
Repetition is the key to go fuck yourself.
What gives you the rights as human beings to attack someone, but when I do it, it's wrong?
Maybe because Slimmers didn't go to the same extremes Madame did? But hey, maybe I just put on my crazy cap today. I mean, I did have to pay attention to all the videos out there on this subject, including yours, to come to my own conclusions. And if they're wrong, I welcome anyone who's been following this controversy to correct me. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Call people who argue with me in my comment section idiots and millennials on Twitter?
That's not how this works. It's wrong both ways, or it's right both ways. So if you're going to have the right to do it, so do I. You can't just say, oh, she did it to herself, because Slimmers had a part to play in this too. It's funny too, because people are saying I'm obsessive and insane.
No, people are just getting on you about Madame trying to dox Slimmers.
Why? Because I'm doing something they don't like. Yet when I call them the same, I'm in the wrong. When I do the same, I'm in the wrong. Why? Because these people are pathetic and don't like it. They don't want the truth out.
You know, it's funny you're using Mike Yagami as your avatar. You got the same self-righteous attitude. People are gonna get on you because, again, you want people to attack someone who's already admitted her wrongs in this whole situation. The fact you're calling people idiots and delusional might also have something to do with it. But hey, what do I know, right?
Side note, it is rather upsetting Mad Libs won't be making a response. I wonder what she has to say. She's blocked me. I didn't lie about Slimmers, nor have I lied about her in general. I never claimed to have her number. I said I had her county and court case, which was provided by OMG, IJ, however, or James.
Scripting and editing, you better work on your scripting and editing!
If you agree with doing the right thing for justice, if you believe that all justice should be served, if you believe that the truth, not just fragments of the truth, but the entire truth should be out, you'll support me. You'll like this video.
No, I wouldn't. But of course I can since you turned off ratings. I'm getting flashbacks to something that happened in 2017. Something about a big name YouTuber using art from someone without permission, that art's being denied credit when she asked, and that sparked a drama that went on for months. What am I thinking about? Ah well, probably not important.
You won't continue this. You won't deny the truth. You'll accept it. Because we all know a shitstorm's coming my way. I know for a fact I'm going to get a crap hate for this. I know for a fact, even if I post a future video that has nothing to do with this, it's going to be affected by this because that is how pathetic people are in this world.
Nice. And with that, the video comes to an end. Oh, wait, no, video's not over yet.
So I messaged OMGIJ252, the YouTuber, on Twitter, and we were talking about the situation with Silmars and Madam, and I let him know of the evidence that I found. He responds with, okay, I'm going to try not to be biased, but listen. Claire was a fan of Madam. She told me herself she's a fan, and after watching her hospital video, she drew fan art. She did not tell Madam the correct age. She did it because regardless of Ashley being one of Claire's favorite YouTubers, she didn't want to give a stranger her age on the internet. She did later on tell Ashley the truth, though. Silmars didn't have a PayPal because she doesn't have a bank account to store her PayPal money to, which we know. Claire brought up her assault story because Madam said she faked it. You think Claire should be punished for faking her age and condoning cancel culture, but you dig through a private case all because you want to prove a point. I don't know how anyone else would feel, but to me that's honestly really stupid.
So basically you made a 32-minute video without having as much information as you could get, despite you saying you know the truth. Good to know you're full of it. And with that, the video comes to an end. Holy crap, this video was a mess. What was this video meant to accomplish? You didn't really bring anything new to the table, and instead just recount the same events everyone's already familiar with, as well as expressing its taste for it and say that people should attack Slimmers as much as they're attacking Madame. Even though, and I hate having had to repeat this, Slimmers has already admitted what she did was dumb and apologized for it. I'm not saying you couldn't make a video talking about why both sides of the controversy were dumb, but this could have been done so much better. I honestly paused the video several times on my first and second viewing, and went outside to think of anything else. It wasn't as painful as Monsters try up on Kainu, but it really isn't anything I want to sit through a third time. Except I'll have to when I have to edit my commentary. But alright Akuma, let's see what advice I can give you in terms of improving as a commentator. First, your presentation. Try scripting so you won't come off as unfocused or rambly, and it'll cut down the chances of you repeating yourself. Also, try to edit a bit more in future. Your visuals were kind of all over the place here, but with the gameplay background and the random insertion of avatar stills. Lastly, your attitude is trash. That's no other way to put it. You act like you're so much smarter and superior to everyone else who's talked about the Madame versus Slimmer situation, and it really makes your video insufferable to sit through, along with your stumbling over words and long pauses. Yeah, you might want to consider retakes and cutting those out. The ending of your video is especially obnoxious, acting like you're some sort of martyr sacrificing yourself for the sake of truth and justice, and how anyone who speaks out against you is a delusional idiot. Again, the fact that you're using layers and avatars is quite fitting. The fact you disabled ratings and read comments that argue with you doesn't help your case either, since it just comes off as you not wanting anyone to disagree with you. And that's all I've got. Not sure you'll take the criticism, but there you go. Anyways, with all that said, this is Night saying thanks for watching, and please share your thoughts with me.